What is up, Packers fans? Welcome back to the Daily Draft, brought to you by Brewski Light Lager over at Badger State Brewing, just minutes away from beautiful Lambeau Field. And today we are talking about William and Mary tackle Charles Grant. Exciting prospect just because he's kind of like a ball of clay. We don't really know what we're going to get. Did not transfer up, right? He's a William and Mary guy, played at the FCS level the entire time, but really, really looks athletic. And then even more of a mystery because, as far as I can tell, he didn't work out at the combine. And so probably waiting on a pro day. Who knows if he'll go to like UNC's pro day or Virginia's pro day or William and Mary will maybe have a pro day. I don't know, but we're kind of waiting on some testing stuff, just basically to honestly just confirm what we've already seen, which is that he's a really, really explosive athlete. Getting right into the pros, he is an explosive athlete on film for a player of his size. He's a big dude. He's got a good frame, a very Packersy frame as far as his size is concerned. I think he was like 6'5", 311 with a decent wingspan. And, that's pretty Packersy. Again, that's not necessarily a pro for every team, right? Like some teams really like those 6'7", 330-pound dudes. The Packers aren't one of them. And I just say that it's good that he's Packers because generally Green Bay have been some of the best offensive line drafters in football. And I think that's good. Like I said, he's got decent arm length, I think over 34 inches. So not like sometimes Green Bay will take the short arm guys. He's not a short arm guy. He's got a good NFL frame to kind of work with. Only been playing football since his junior year of high school, and he's already playing well. So he could probably take to some coaching and really get rocking and rolling. Never played Power Five ball. Could get with an NFL staff and hopefully get coached up a little bit because the tools, man, they sure seem to be there. Um, Only let's see, excellent grip strength when he gets hands on. Guys don't move. We'll talk about some of his like the punch and some hand placement stuff in a second. But when he does get hands on, it's really, really impressive. And I love to watch him work. Again, clearly very agile. Okay. Testing or no testing, he is an absolute mirror in pass pro. Guys, buy the Green Bay Draft Guide powered by Packer Report. You will not find a better resource for the draft. Hey, buy them all, man. Buy the Cheesehead Guide, buy ours, buy everyone, but make sure you buy ours. 7-round Packers mock draft, multiple feature stories, Jacob Morley's tier list, my Packers specific big board. Use promo code DAILY for $1 off. Cons. He has kind of the hand placement of a lineman who hasn't been playing football very long. He sort of plays even against the FCS competition like a guy who sort of just picked up the game. The thing and the problem for FCS competition is that he's just way better than everyone that he's playing against. I mean, that is not a particularly good FCS league that William and Mary is in, and he was dominant. But you could see some sloppiness, some stuff that an NFL offensive line coach could definitely work with. Maybe not a guy though that you take to start right now. Right now, he is more of an athlete than a people mover. I think there's some strength issues that we'll talk about in a second. To that end, his anchor is not great in pass pro. He's a great mirror. If you're trying to bend the corner on him, that's not going to work. If you're going to try go inside counter, if you're going to try a spin move, if you're going to try and dance with him, he'll dance with you all day. He is a dancing bear. Charles Grant is impressive in that way. But if you're going to put your face under his face mask and push him back, sometimes that's going to work. He's got a little bit to do in the anchor side. He can be bull rushed. I think he just needs to get stronger. That's a con. And when scouting offensive linemen, that's like my favorite con. And people be like, well, that's nuts. Why would you want a weak offensive lineman? Because more often than not, an NFL strength program can change that. Yeah, maybe you can make a guy a little bit faster with some training. Yeah, maybe you can make a guy a little bit, more agile. There's some things you can't teach. Strength you can sort of teach, right? You can get him in the weight room, get him with a good strength coach. You can add strength, you can add NFL strength, and you can add, man strength just as they get to be 25, 26, 27. That is one attribute that can increase into your 20s and with a good coaching staff, with effort. But some guys are just only so fast, right? That's something that you can't always fix. You can take better angles in the zone run game. Again, I'm going back to things where it's like, okay, how long has this guy been playing football? Finally, we don't have workout numbers. Didn't do anything at the combine. I don't know if that was injury related. I can't imagine a kid from William and Mary just opting out, but everybody's opting out. Maybe he wants to go to his pro day. Maybe he's getting that advice from an agent. I don't know. Folks, head over to Badger State Brewing for the draft. All sorts of cool stuff going on over there. Food Trucks, an old-fashioned station. Beers from all over, including their awesome beers, April 22nd through the 27th. Check out everything going on draft week in Green Bay at Badger State. Packers fit. I'll tell you this. I've heard rumors, nothing reportable, that they like him. I've heard that they're in on Charles Grant. Not necessarily that they like him like first round or second round, like him, but he's on their list of guys. Okay, they like him. From a height weight perspective, he's exactly what they're looking for. He is as Packersy as Packers gets. They don't care where guys come from. They don't, right? Like Christian Watson, NDSU, Jordan Love, Utah State, Devontae Adams, Fresno State. I could go on and on. They don't care. Or Mike Pendleton, one, Colorado State, Pueblo, baby. Like they do not give a nothing where you came from. So the William and Mary thing isn't going to bother Green Bay, I don't think. We don't know the numbers that we would need to know for tiers, right? We don't know that. He's a big-time fit. Okay, overall, Charles Grant, third-round grade, my 94th player overall. I think he is a developmental starter. I think you don't want him to play right now, but if you extend Zach Tom and you believe in Jordan Morgan, he could be a hell of a third developmental tackle. Going to keep it short and sweet today. Drink, brewski, buy the draft guide, and go Pack Go.